Hi everybody, welcome to our Senior Center card class for the month of March. This month I wanted to give you guys an Easter option and like a new baby option, but you can make them both Easter or both baby or something else, whatever you want. They're pretty easy to make and they feature a technique where we're gonna tear our DSP, and they both do it, but in a little bit of a different way. So let's start off with this one. The piece of paper that you've been given is slightly larger than the actual card. So you have a note card, and you're just gonna fold that in half, and then you'll see, right, that it's clearly larger than it needs to be. So I would say, you want this to be about maybe an inch, inch and a quarter, the bottom panel. And you want to be able to see the edge on this. So you're gonna flip it over so that the peach is facing you, and you're gonna tear that way. When you pull towards you with the right hand piece, then that gives you that white edge on the right, which is what we want. So now when we put this down, this will go here, and then this piece will just layer on top of here, okay? So we're just gonna get our glue, and we're going to glue this down. And there's a little bit of a border on the top and the left and the right, and we'll try to get that even, as best you can. And then the bottom piece, we're just gonna glue down. Sometimes you have to give it a little start there. All right, and then we're just gonna make sure that we've got the same kind of border on the bottom, right? So we're gonna make sure we've covered everything up, got an even border. All right, that's super cute. Okay, so then we're going to punch a piece of the Very Vanilla cardstock. And then once we've done that, then we're going to, I don't even know, or no, you guys are using Whisper White, that's right. So you've got a punched piece that's already been pre-punched for you. But I'm gonna punch a piece real quick just so you can see, because I ended up trimming it down a little bit. As a reminder, the sentiments we're using are from Celebrating You, which is a really pretty all occasion stamp set. And we're gonna grab the Happy Easter from here. And let's see if I can peel that off. And then you all have the mini spot collection. And so you can stamp yours in Shaded Spruce, which is a nice green color. It's similar to the Evening Evergreen that's in here. So, it's a good green color. You could also use one of the pinks if you wanted to do a pink. So when you stamp it, you're gonna stamp it on the left-hand side of the piece. Well, that's a little crooked. We'll try the other side. That's a little straighter. And then we're just gonna take our scissors, and any kind of scissors will do, and we're just gonna trim that edge off. And so what that lets us do is it lets us kind of, even it up, because the sentiment's a little bit smaller than the tiny piece of paper, and it gives us that cool, straight edge over there, which I really like. All right, so then we're just gonna get a couple dimensionals. You can just stick a couple back there. And then in your kit, you have, I don't know if you have the, I think that I gave you guys some, like either a little butterfly. I think a few people in class had some bumblebees or some ladybugs. So I'll put a ladybug on mine. I changed my mind. I didn't like this, and I used these on the other one. So we just you can get a little bit of wet glue, or you can get a little tiny glue dot. I like using glue dots for this, and so I'm just gonna get a glue dot and where should we put him? He needs to be like, he can go like right. I like him over there. There, he's kind of hanging out on one of the leaves. So put your ladybug or butterfly or wherever you want it. You could put it down here or up here. All right, so that's the first card. And then the second card is similar. Let's see, use my bone folder. So these note cards have a pretty, they're pretty sturdy and they need to be creased. And so using a bone folder can kind of keep them flat. So that's good. All right, so then the other piece is we're gonna get another note card out and pre-bone fold this one. So we'll get it nice and flat. So this is the really pretty tulip paper, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna tear it kind of the same way, about 1/3 of the way down or so, but instead this time we're gonna glue it to the bottom and the top edge all the way, and it creates like a river or like a gap here in the middle. And so that's kind of a cool look. You want it to be uneven. You don't want this to be even because you want that kind of jaggedy look. You want people to see that and pay attention to it. So whenever I try to line up an edge, I always try to like kind of bring it so I have it right where it needs to be. And I have to angle it so I can see that I don't have any white showing. So we've got this. All right. And there we go. Excellent. Okay, and then for this one, I'm gonna bring in our sample. We've got a piece of petal pink, and we're gonna punch it with the double oval punch, which is a handy punch. And we're gonna punch the little, scalloped piece out. And then we're going to stamp and punch the welcome little one piece. Now, I stamped it in Calypso Coral. In your kit, you have Flirty Flamingo is the pink color that you guys have. And so you could do that. It doesn't really matter. They're all fun pink spring colors. If it's gonna be a little boy and you wanted to stamp it maybe in the green or even in the pool party, that would be really cute too. So, all right, we don't need more Easter. This is for the baby. You could also stamp like grateful to celebrate you every day. I mean, there's lots of, little sentiments that would work. This one would work for Mother's Day too. So I thought that was kind of cute. We'll do that one on this one. All right, great. So make a cute Mother's Day card too. All right, so it's a little too high in my punch, as you can see. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in and I'm just gonna trim a little off the bottom. And what that lets it do is it lets it come all the way down into the punch where I need it to go. It's getting caught on that. Okay, so I'm gonna center that up as best I can. Boop. There we go. And we're going to glue this one down flat, so just with your tape runner. And then this one, do I want to cover this or do I want to, yeah, I might end up, I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, and then again, just a couple dimensionals on the back of that. 2 big ones is plenty. And ta-da, all right. And then on this one, I ended up using a couple of the polished dots because I think they look like rain droplets or water droplets. I really like them. So I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna put like one polished dot here, and I'm gonna do one like on this pink, and then maybe I'll do one up like on that one. So it just looks like little rain droplets. I think that's a really cool look. And there are polished dots both in pink and clear. This one, I use the pink ones. This one, I use the clear. And honestly, you can hardly tell the difference. And I actually think it's supposed to be very vanilla and like petal pink or something. Or who knows? Okay, so those are our 2 cards, and you can put whichever sentiment you want that fits in there. A lot of these little sentiments in celebrating you will fit in these pieces. The Mother's Day, congrats, thank you, proud, happy, Easter. Like all of these fit really well in the tiny oval. And then in the larger piece, you can definitely fit some of these. This one's kind of tight. This one's a little tight too. But definitely, you know, you can fit these. You might even be able to fit that one, but it might be too tall. So, but we'll do another card class in a few weeks. So if you're coming to the Senior Center in South Austin, can't wait to see you, hopefully. And I'm sorry for those of you who I missed this time, but thanks so much for coming, and I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye y'all, see you later.